transportation, getting to work. So when we finally told her, I think we all cried.
You just cried.
We told Jason's mom, her dad, his dad, we all cried.
So now you have 3 very beautiful children. You have Aaron, you have Kai, and you have Simone. And now they're beautiful. Now, your children, they came 8 weeks early. So are there any complications, any delays, how are the kids doing?
Well, they came 8 weeks early, but for triplets, 32 weeks, most triplets are born by 32 weeks in the belly. So they were completely healthy.
Room. They're like, let me out.
Right, exactly.
Well, this is a pretty, because 3 children for a woman your age, and you look beautiful, by the way. I want to say that. You look great for 55. But that's very dangerous, carrying triplets, isn't it?
Well, I was healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was told I had a 1% chance of success. I was told that we needed to abort one of the babies to give us at least 2.
And what you decided?
It wasn't my decision. It was Jason and Camille's decision.
And you decided to keep all 3 despite what the doctor said?
Yep, we knew that this was just a blessing. Yes. And with a lot of prayer, if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. So we wanted to just go for it, and we put 3 embryos in, expecting to get 1. And we got 3, and
that's what happens sometimes.
Now you have.
She's going to do another one, do you think?
I think the 3 are good.
Back in retirement.
So you guys now have a foundation that you've started. What's the foundation that you've started?
It's called the Cade Foundation, and we want to help families that are struggling with infertility. We want to bless them with the gift that my parents gave us, the gift of parenthood. So we provide financial support through grants, up to $10,000 per family, and I'm happy to say we have funded 22 families throughout the country so far.
Thank you so much. Tanita, do you want to have my baby? If you feel it, we'll talk later. We want to thank the Hammond family, we want to thank the Cade family, and we will be right back. You guys touch your nose.
This is Bridget from Arizona.
Twins with two different mothers when The View returns on ABC.
People are using surrogates to start a family. It's shedding new light on health dangers that come with it, and that's why Melanie Thernstrom had eggs implanted in two surrogates who gave birth to her twins 5 days apart. Here to tell us why they did it and how the surrogates are still a big part of their children's lives. Please welcome Melanie, her husband Michael, and their adorable kids, Kieran and Violet. Welcome, guys. Can you wave hi? Oh, they are precious.
A star is born.
And they have been having so much fun backstage here, running around, and we love that. We do. You know, Melanie, I want to go back a bit because we're going to meet the surrogates in a little bit. Both of them say hi. Yeah, you see yourself, right? Yeah. You met Michael when you were 41. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, so you guys, you wanted obviously to try to start a family. You were trying to get pregnant for a while. He was 5 years younger than you. Well, is 5 years younger than you now.
Unfortunately, it's permanent.
Right, it is. It does. It does never change, no matter how hard you think about it. You went through 6 rounds of IVF, correct?
I tried hard.
And then the doctor said what to you?
What about failure? Don't you understand? I mean, at a certain point, I think he just felt like I can't keep offering you treatment that isn't going to work.
Right.
And it's time to move on. And I worked with the counselor at the fertility clinic for about a year, so I had really grieved it, and I was ready to try something else.
And you did.
And
yes.
I did.
Yes.
And we hit the jackpot. We got double success.
So this is interesting. We want to clarify kind of how you did it. So you used Michael's sperm and an egg donor.
Yes.
But then you used 2 separate surrogates at the same time. So there are a lot of people involved in this.
Yes.
So why the 2 separate surrogates? Why not one surrogate?
Well, I'm a journalist and I write about medicine, so I researched the danger of twins, and I just wasn't comfortable with deliberately creating a high-risk pregnancy. I feel that if nature gives you twins, then, you know, wonderful, and hope for the best. But if you deliberately create a high-risk pregnancy, if those risks are fulfilled, I think that's very troubling. So half of twins are premature, and 20%, 1 in 5, are extremely premature. And of those extremely premature babies, most of them have lifelong disabilities. And so I wanted to create the healthiest possible pregnancy. And I also feel like if you're using, it's one thing to take on a high-risk pregnancy yourself, and it's a very different thing morally to give a high-risk pregnancy to someone else. And so,
right. So you didn't want to deliberately go in and increase the chances of something
You've done the
happening.
research.
I've done the research.
You want my card?
Yeah.
You want to go sit with Sophie and take that? Go ahead.
I'll take it.
You know,
Yeah.
so but what's interesting about your case as well is not only that you used 2 different surrogates, but that you wanted to maintain a relationship with them not only during the pregnancy, but after the birth. So talk to us about why that was so important to you, because I don't know how common that is.
Well, it's not common, but I feel like it should become common. To me, the way that people do it, where, like we had an agency director say to us that he and his partner used a surrogate, and he had this term called surrogacy amnesia. He said, she had my baby a couple months ago, we barely remember her name.
Right.
And I just thought, wow, we're not going to use your agency. That's disgusting. And I felt like to say, gosh, thanks for having my baby, see ya. That's weird.
So
That's
you wanted to maintain a
alienating.
relationship with them.
Right. These are the people, like, our kids wouldn't exist without the generosity of these women.
It's a loving gesture that, you know, they're there.
Amazing gesture.
And without them, you know, you're right, they wouldn't be there. Will they call them
Aunt.
Aunt?
Aunt Fia and Aunt Melissa.
That's really nice.
And I feel like we're related to them through our children. And I feel like it'll be so positive for our children to know them and to have that model in life that they exist because of the generosity of strangers and that they too can do something to really help other people.
Michael, did you have any hesitancy at all with maintaining that relationship long term?
No. You know, the most amazing thing is that I think we both felt a lot of apprehension going into the process. It does sound like a very strange thing to do. Strange thing to bring, you know, strangers into this very intimate part of your life. But by far, the scariest part was the part before we met them. Because once you meet them, as you'll see in moments, and this is true of the egg donor too, they're wonderful people, and they're exactly the kind of people you would want to entrust this incredible trust to.
It seems more natural to have this kind of relationship.
Yeah.
And to extend it even beyond, I mean, you guys really have hearts of gold too. You actually have a great relationship with the donor as well, correct?
Yeah, we
do.
So now, this is biologically the children's mother.
Yes.
So was maintaining a long-term relationship with the surrogates considered differently than maintaining a long-term relationship with the donor, especially for you, Michael, and that's kind of focusing on the guy a little bit.
Right.
Do you think?
I mean, the truth is neither of them are their mother. There just isn't a word. The surrogates are their gestational
mama, of
mother.
course.
I'm the only mother. The
You
surrogates
are.
are the gestational, and the egg donor is the donor. We call her the fairy god donor.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you also call the kids twiblings,
We
right?
call them
I thought you
twiblings.
guys need a whole lexicon. I love this.
Yeah.
You're very good at that.
Yeah, for same-age siblings,
It's
we
wonderful.
call them twiblings.
They are precious and a gift, and you guys are going to stick here because when we come back, we're going to meet Melanie and Michael's 2 surrogates. We'll be right back. Don't go away. They are precious.